Hi, everybody. I guess we'll have another real talk. Let's start right away.
NNG Podcast.
How did you do your body transformation in such a short time?
I did what I said I wanted to do. Like, people always think there's like an easy way of losing weight, or it's just simple, basic, going back to who are we? I fasted. I went into ketos, and I cut out all processed foods, sugars, weed, everything. Like everything that's not natural, I just cut it out, basically. So I stuck to a plan that I wrote down. Here's the thing: to understand why I gained all this mass these last 18 months, is because I went from being really cut and doing a real transformation where I was sick and tired because I hadn't had abs in 15 years. Like, if you go back to my history, through my football career, I always had a big belly, 300 pounds, 290 pounds, because I thought I'm a D-line, man. I need. So doing that first transformation was just like, wow, crazy what the body can do if you just take care of your nutrition and really stick to the plan. And then I wanted to gain a lot of muscle mass. I wanted to see that the way of bodybuilders of eating a lot, 6 meals a day, because I've always been a fasting guy, So I wanted to see if that route was something for me. And I just gained mass, a lot of mass. And then you start lying to yourself, like, oh, a burger and fries after it's mass. Like, burger and fries after workout, like it's all good. My fuel, I need, and it made it easy to, like, I created like a little comfort because all the guys are gaining weight. And Sean gained like 15 pounds. I gained like 25, 30 pounds. Strength was going up. So I'm like, okay, because I'm training like a madman always. So the strength is not going up because I'm eating like that. The strength is going up because the way I'm training. You feel me? So imagine if I had the nutrition back then that I had now. But this is how you gain knowledge about nutrition and yourself, So I really like when I hear calories and how much protein and you gotta have like, I don't care for shit like that. I don't count no calories. I eat like a caveman would. You feel me? Like, I eat like we used to. I have eating habits that change. Like, I'll eat some nuts. You feel me? I'll eat some fruit. Tomorrow, I'll eat meat. Because we caught, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I'll eat some fish. Like, I don't eat, like, my fasting times aren't strict from 12 to 8 p.m. Like, some days I'll go to 4, 5 p.m. Some days I'll go 48 hours, because that's how we humans used to live. This is a million years. We used to be hunters and gatherers, and we got away from that. We were sitting all day long. We're doing is eating 3-4 meals a day. In between, always some snacks. Like, there's always has to be some snacks. This is a natural habit. Break fast. We're breaking our fast because we're in a natural fast when we wake up already, because we're already in an 8, 7, whatever you slept, and whatever the last time you ate, that's the fasting period. So it's already a natural habit. So what did they do? They created breakfast. You feel me? To, like, now we're getting used to eating right away when we get up. And we're not eating anything good. We're eating fucking pancakes, cereal, sausages, processed food that creates illness and sickness and diseases, mental diseases, and we have to understand what our body needs. So me going through that mass phase really opened my eyes. It made me who I am right now, to be like, okay, good. I was in a mass phase, but you don't explain to everybody I'm in the mass phase. You just don't feel comfortable taking off your shirt because you're like fucking 290 pounds, and who cares if you bench 315 times? If you don't feel comfortable taking off your shirt. So when people ask me, yeah, well, what do you do in bulking when you bulk? You know, the mass phase is called bulking. How do you bulk? Like when you, like, I'm like, no, I'm gonna stay lean forever. Like, I'm just gonna build muscle mass. Muscle mass, you don't, if you're taking steroids, yes, you're gaining 10, 15, 20 pounds a year, every year. Like, my goal is to gain 2 to 5 pounds a year, clean, solid muscle mass. That's hard work. People always, like, imagine, add that up for the next 10 years. That's 50, like, if I'm talking about 3 to 5 pounds a year, 10 years, that's 30 to 50 pounds of muscle mass. That's a lot. But we always want everything so fast. That's why all these TikToks are going off, those little trend challenges where they have young youth, like young kids taking stuff that no human should be taking, you know? And we're creating a culture of shortcuts, you know? Like, if you look at athletes, what's being glorified in the fitness scene, it's just like bodybuilders. And bodybuilders are basically doing everything they can to become a sculpture. You feel me? Which is it's a respectful, like, I have Ronnie Coleman, like, these are some beasts, some disciplined monsters, you know, but they're doing everything. A warrior also does everything to, you know, like, doesn't mean it benefits his health. So for the normal average human being, if you're really trying to become the healthiest, which is our goal, it's not about what you look like, because what you look like is I used to worry about, bro, every day I look in the mirror, I'm like, what the fuck? This is like a dream looking at, like, real talk, because I'm like, I could not imagine it. What 100% dedication in nutrition can do to your body, to your mind. Like, people tell me about, yeah, but like, cheat days every 7 days, and it's not the food we've had. This food is not real. It's dead calories. We're eating too much meat. We eat meat 3 times a day, 2 times a day. We're eating too much fucking processed stuff that we haven't had there's no long-term, like, science on what's gonna happen with us. This is a new generational thing. Last 30 years have been wild. So we have a lot of fat people. And yes, it's hard because the way you grow up, some people have been fat all their lives. Like, so I feel sorry for them. I really do. Because it's just like, fuck. It's programmed into them. But at the same time, I'm like, you lazy fuck. You fat, lazy fuck. Get your ass to the motherfucking gym. Stop eating that fucking pizza you have. You're walking and you're fucking eating. There has to be a point, because I've been in that hole. I've dug myself in that hole. There has to be a point where you just wake up and start looking in the mirror and realizing that I do not feel comfortable. But we give up so fast that we just, for people, like, this is the third transformation I've done in my life. My first transformation was between obviously coming out my teenage years and becoming a monster, becoming a D1 football player. That was my first transformation. You feel me? Because I used to be a fat kid. My second transformation was really criminal life, pro football player, hitting the gym 4 times a week, going to the boxing, doing a little MMA, doing a little side stuff, but eating shit, partying, drink. So that's 10 years of lifestyle that I transformate in this picture right here. You feel me? This was like I was really proud of that, because I finally, like, got out of that hole of, like, okay, I understood nutrition. This is 4 years ago. You feel me? 3-4 years ago when Corona hit. Because Corona was the best thing that happened to me. Because when it happened, I made this transformation because they closed the gyms. So what I had to do, I had to go back to the basics. To what has changed my body now too is calisthenics. I did pull-ups and push-ups. I would do 2,000 push-ups in 45, 50 minutes. Boom. And when I started, I did 400 push-ups in like 30 minutes. You feel me? When we started, it was just like, okay, that's a lot of push-ups. Because we would do push-ups, pull-ups, and some other shit. It would always be a circle. We would never stop. So that's when I made my first transformation, was without a gym. So this makes this one even more impressive. And this last transformation has just been me bulking up for a year and a half or two, and then really getting cut and clean with just noticing this bulk and how dangerous this whole fitness. Because I was just like, we had to deal with ESN in January, you know, and I right away, I looked at the ingredients and I looked at all the stuff, and I'm not bashing ESN. I'm just saying the whole fitness industry is bullshit, you know, like, because I noticed, bro, like I can get this with the food. I can get this with the with all the natural supplements, you know, like sea moss, all that's, we can, like, there's so much our body, like the nature has gave us for our body. So that really opened my eyes. Also having all the like inflammatory, like the shit, like it's not only diseases, but what it does to your joints, your knees, your elbows, your injury level just goes up so much more, you know? There's so many studies on this, so it's just like so dangerous what we're doing to our body. And it was like more of a project, this last transformation, to see how, first of all, how easy is it to fall into that comfort, which happened to us, eating burgers instead of making the burgers ourselves, because my wife would make the burgers and they were healthy. But after a while, it was just like, oh, let's not cook today. Let's go to a burger spot. And they got that sunflower oil, you know, they got the seed oils, the fries that are in the seed oils. It's not good. These are really horrible fats for your body. So we would do that twice a week. We go to Asian spot, eat the fried rice with the, you know, boom, boom, every day, you know, and like every day, like, you understand what I'm saying? And then we would still eat till 10. Eat in the morning for the workouts, the oats, the real bodybuilder shit. But this shit don't work for me if I'm not, this is what I realized. I'm like, how these motherfuckers stay so fucking lean when they're on the, you know? Because they be on that stuff. They taking a lot of stuff. I'm not, because I talked to my guy and I'm like, you know, what I gotta do to be big and lean? It's like, bro, you cannot compare. You gotta get on some juice. You gotta get on something to, like, you know, to maximize the gains of the work you're putting in. You know what I'm saying? So I was building muscle, but at the same time, I'm building fat, and I don't like that, you know? So I don't think that's a good lifestyle. Because like I said, when I see a man with a belly, I know he's not disciplined. Because no matter, can't tell me what it can't tell me whatever your problem was or what happened. I've been there, and looking back at me, I was full of excuses, a fat fucking slob, you know, like with the potential of a fucking, you know, a monster, 6'6", 6'7", 250, 260, 270. I've never been under 240 since I've been a teenager. So that tells you, like, God bless me. So how can I have a fucking belly? How can I expect things go to right for me if I'm walking around with a belly and I feel uncomfortable taking off my shirt? You feel me? Like, and that's the mentality a lot of people have. They'll just accept what they have now, you know? Like, nobody wants to go a level higher and another level, and we'll just, hey, I'm built. Most people are built normally good. You slim guy, like, he's a normal built guy. You understand? Like, so a lot of people just be like, nah, I don't work out. I'll just, why would I work out? You know, like, not understanding how everything is connected with you. Like, bro, business works better when your mental is on the highest level. How does your mental get on the highest level? By going through some physical stress. You feel me? Like, and having a clean nutrition, and like really keeping your body in shape, because this is what the body, mind, soul. Those are the dots. So when I hear like business people talking about, like, I'll be like, bro, okay, you've made 10 million, but you couldn't be making 100 million. Your priority, you don't know your own potential. People always think at a certain point of having stuff, of having, like, I remember criminal times, we used to make so much, like, we thought we knew everything. We were just a bunch of fucking idiots. You feel me? Well, I was just an idiot, because like I didn't take care of anything I said I was gonna do. I was when I started, I did it for my mom. Like, my pops, I want to buy them a house. Now I'm driving a Range Rover. My mom's ain't got the house. You feel me? So things start changing all of a sudden, and that's what I'm saying. If I had the mental clearness, I would have really benefited from the money, but also I would have probably never been in that type of lifestyle with my mental health now being where it has to be. You feel me? So that's why, like, I can only tell everybody to really take care of their nutrition. Nutrition is like the first step into, even if you don't work out, if you don't start eating clean, the laziness, the fogginess is not going to leave. Once you start eating clean, you're going to get more active. You're going to be wanting to move more. You feel me? If you start fasting, you're not going to be able to sit around. Like, I used to play Call of Duty, like I said, we making money. We got the little PlayStation there. We play NBA 2K. I used to play all that. Like, I don't, in this phase right now, I don't have time. Like, the other day I was sitting there with my son, and he has a little PlayStation. And he's like, "Why you don't play no more? Like, you don't like?" I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm chilling with you right now. My timetables have just changed. My priorities have changed over the years, and just managing every second I got to become greater and better and better myself from day to day. And that's like a big problem we have in our community, is just everybody wants to be average. Like, I remember having a time where I was really criminal, and I had warrants, and I knew I was going down for a couple of years, and I had enemies, and I had this, and I would just sit there and just be like, I would just watch normal people walking the streets, and I was like, I wish I could be just an average person that worked a normal job with none of this stress. I'm going down for some years, and I got to walk around with guns, and motherfuckers want to kill me. I want to, like, what have I gotten myself into? That's what I was thinking, like, how, you just wish a normal life. You feel me? But also that at the same time was like, I was laughing at myself, because I was like, you lying to yourself. I will never want to be average. You feel me? Like, I'd rather go through hell than to be average. Like, I'd rather go to motherfucking hell like I did than to be average. And that's what I did. I went through hell. It was a growing process, a lot of pain, a lot of tears, a lot of loneliness in that cell. But that made me who I was today, and gave me the tools I have today. So now, like, I'm doing what I love to do best. You feel me? Like, my job is what I love doing. And how many people love doing what they are doing? And that's what I'm saying, that we have a lot of people walking around that are just above 40, 30%. People that are really doing good, making a little bit more above average money, they're at 50%. Look, I mean, and then you got motherfuckers that think they're doing it because they have the big car. And a nice guy drove by, and he had $150,000 car. Rich motherfucker, you could tell. I was just like, because I'm walking, you know, like I don't even drive. You know, I have a car, I walk, I get my 30,000 steps in. So I'm just looking at that guy and I feel sorry for him because he got everything, bro. Beautiful wife. That motherfucker's fat as hell. Fat motherfucker. In a fucking nice ass car, but that boy can't even really walk. What the fuck is wrong with you, my guy? You need to sell that car, hire a trainer, a nutritionist, and walk your ass up and down the street. You've made it, bro. Like, God, bro, the universe has showed you how brilliant your mind is and how brilliant you are in following your dreams. How can you not take your body on the journey of greatness? That's what I don't understand about folks that really hustled their way from zero to the top. Where I'm just like, you know how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? You know how to hustle. How can you let yourself? This materialistic doesn't mean shit. Because I can see in his eyes, he doesn't look too happy to me. That motherfucker driving a Bentley truck. It's probably even more expensive than 150. But I really don't give a shit. You feel me? Because like all that shit is, and I'm gonna have the Bentley truck, you know? Because I seen it and I like it. And I'm gonna buy that motherfucker. But I don't care for how much is it, it's money, bro. People don't understand how easy it is to make money if you're on the right path. Like how, if you know what you're doing, if you're mentally there, if you have the right folks around you, that's what I'm saying. People are just scared of that next step. Just remember, whatever you're doing right now, it's all about the small steps. Like I've been there, I've been in the darkness. Like I can't even explain to y'all how I felt. If I were mentally weaker, I would have probably killed myself in a lot of situations where the pressure was just all up in my throat and I couldn't breathe. I couldn't, because I can feel I got pains in my chest every day because of just all the pressure and you know, like, and all the self lies and it was so easy. I didn't know back then. You know, it was so easy. It was just taking responsibility for your weaknesses and flaws and understanding that does not matter what anybody thinks about you or what you've done. You could be the worst human being right now. They could say he's a rat, he's a snake. Guess what's gonna happen if you change right the fuck now? Guess what happens if you lay off? Because they used to call me a bad guy, monster. So guess what happens? You want that then? Okay, I'll be the bad guy. You know, so you build enemies like that. So I was just like, fuck everybody, you know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to be what everybody thinks of you. You can really be what you are supposed to be, and it takes little steps, little minor wins, little small wins, like making your bed in the morning, you know, and drinking just water with a little bit of salt and some lemon, you know, and taking that cold shower. Boom, those are 3 little wins. You know, okay, what I got next? Okay, getting an hour like hour and a half earlier than you ever got up. That's a win. Oh, you tired, you get up, you make that bed right away. Boom, you hop in that cold shower and then you knock off 100 push-ups. Boom, you stretch a little bit. Now you drink that little water with the salt. You do another 50 push-ups. Now you read for 15 minutes. Now you got the whole hour and a half full. That is momentum. And now go to work. Now let me see if anybody's gonna stress you out. You do that for 30 days, 60 days, you leave the sugar away, you leave the bread, the pasta, you leave all that shit away, and then the processed food, guess what happens? You start little wins. Oh, now you proud because the 3rd day you haven't eaten sugar. But I feel bad. I got headaches and I'm with that donut looking good. Like you want, but now You didn't eat the donut. So now it's the fourth day. Now those are wins. Those are small wins. And then y'all got to start with the small steps and stop trying to take big leaps. Becoming an athlete in 30 days. That shit doesn't work. You're not going to have the six pack in 30 days, but you might have it in 90 days or 120 days or 150 days or maybe even in 24 months. But you will get there with the small steps. So remember, change is right in front of you. Change can happen right now. That's all that matters. What happened 5 minutes ago, you stole something, if you realize that you did something wrong and you're ready to change at this moment, you will become that person that you want to become at this moment. So have a nice day. I'll see y'all next week.